Hello everyone, in today's reading, we have the Queen of Cups, and it carries a deeply intuitive and emotionally rich message. This is not just a sign of external progress, it's a reminder of internal alignment. Something within you has been quietly healing, strengthening, and softening at the same time, and that inner shift is now beginning to reflect in your outer reality. There is a strong sense that everything you've been working toward, emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually, is starting to come together. What once felt uncertain or scattered is now moving into alignment. The efforts you've made, especially the ones done in silence when no one was watching, are beginning to show their results. You may not see the full picture yet, but the energy around you suggests that things are taking shape in a meaningful and positive direction. The Queen of Cups is a symbol of emotional intelligence, intuition, compassion, and inner stability. This card often appears when you are learning to trust yourself more deeply. Not just your thoughts, but your feelings, your inner knowing that doesn't always need explanation. This is a powerful phase where your intuition becomes one of your strongest guiding forces. You may notice that decisions feel clearer, people's intentions feel easier to read, and your emotional balance becomes more steady even in situations that used to disturb you. With this energy, you are being reminded that your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is a strength. The more you embrace your authentic emotional nature, the more naturally things begin to flow in your favor. You don't need to force outcomes or chase validation. Instead, your presence alone begins to attract the right opportunities, the right people, and the right timing. There is also a gentle reassurance here. You don't need to be in constant control for things to work out. The Queen of Cups teaches that trust is powerful. When you are grounded in self-trust, life tends to respond with cooperation rather than resistance. So even if things feel slow or uncertain on the surface, underneath there is steady movement forward. You may find yourself feeling more like you again, more emotionally balanced, more open-hearted, and more comfortable in your own skin. And that is exactly the state that allows blessings to flow in without obstruction. When you are aligned with yourself, you naturally align with better outcomes. Not because you are trying harder, but because you are no longer working against your own energy. This is also a reminder to take care of your emotional world. Rest when needed. Express what you feel instead of suppressing it. Spend time with people and environments that feel safe and nurturing. The Queen of Cups thrives in spaces of emotional honesty and gentle care. Most importantly, there is no need for stress or fear about where things are going. The progress you are waiting for is already unfolding, even if it is not fully visible yet. Timing is working in your favor, and everything is moving in a direction that supports your growth, peace, and long-term happiness. So trust the process. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. What is coming together for you is not only aligned, it is meant to feel emotionally fulfilling when it arrives. We also see the Ace of Cups, which brings a strong wave of emotional renewal, love, and deep inner harmony. This card often appears when your heart space is opening again, whether that means new love entering your life, existing relationships healing, or you simply becoming more emotionally available and receptive to positive connections. Your romantic and emotional life feels especially activated right now, almost as if the universe is gently encouraging you to feel more, trust more, and connect more authentically. People are naturally drawn to you at this time. Your energy feels softer, more magnetic, and emotionally comforting to others. You may notice that conversations flow more easily, people open up to you more quickly, or you're receiving more attention without necessarily trying for it. There is a sense that your presence itself is soothing, which is why others feel safe around you. This is not random. It reflects an alignment in your emotional aura, where you're radiating openness, kindness, and emotional depth. If you are seeing this message, take it as a meaningful, energetic sign. Aces in tarot represent beginnings, potential, and divine opportunity, and the Ace of Cups specifically points toward emotional rebirth and heart-centered growth. Combined with the presence of repeating number ones, this suggests that you are standing at the beginning of a new personal cycle. Something is being initiated in your emotional or romantic life that has long-term potential, even if it is just starting to take shape now. There is also a strong mix of fire and water energy present here. Fire represents passion, motivation, attraction, and forward movement, while water represents intuition, emotion, healing, and depth. When these two elements combine, it creates a powerful balance between desire and emotional intelligence. This indicates that your connections right now are not just surface level. They are being guided by both chemistry and emotional understanding. You are learning how to balance what you feel with what you pursue, and this is creating more stability in your relationships and decisions. The repeated appearance of number ones, along with the energy of the Magician, suggests manifestation in action. The Magician is a symbol of turning ideas into reality through focus, intention, and aligned effort. This is a reminder that what you have been thinking about, visualizing, or working toward is beginning to materialize in the physical world. You are not just wishing anymore. You are actively co-creating your reality. Small signs in your daily life may already be showing you that things are shifting in your favor. The energy around you right now feels magnetic and steadily aligning. It's not chaotic or sudden, but rather a gradual clicking into place effect, where opportunities, people, and situations are finding their correct position in your life. This is often how meaningful transformation begins, quietly, then all at once. There is also a noticeable indication of financial improvement and material growth in this reading. You may begin to see progress in money matters, stability, or opportunities that increase your sense of security. This doesn't always mean sudden wealth, but rather a steady increase in abundance, confidence, and ease around financial decisions. You are moving into a phase where effort begins to feel more rewarding and results become more visible. Altogether, this reading points toward a powerful transition: emotional openness, romantic attraction, manifestation energy, and gradual material improvement all working together. It suggests a period where your inner state and outer reality are starting to align more closely, creating a stronger sense of fulfillment, balance, and direction in your life. The Ten of Cups is one of the most uplifting and emotionally complete cards in the tarot, often symbolizing a state of deep inner harmony where the heart feels settled, supported, and genuinely at peace. It represents emotional fulfillment that is not temporary or surface level, but something more stable and rooted, like a long-awaited sense of everything is finally okay. When this card appears in a reading, it often reflects a period where emotional needs are being met in a more balanced way. You may notice a stronger sense of gratitude for what you already have, along with a quieter confidence in the direction your life is moving. Instead of chasing happiness, there is a feeling of being able to experience it in the present moment, even in small, ordinary things. Across different areas of life, the Ten of Cups suggests a soft alignment beginning to form. In relationships, this can show up as deeper understanding, improved communication, or a renewed emotional bond where people feel more on the same page. In family life, it can indicate greater stability, healing of misunderstandings, or simply a more peaceful atmosphere at home. In career and finances, this card does not always point to sudden financial windfalls, but rather to emotional satisfaction with your direction. Work may start to feel more meaningful, less draining, or better aligned with your values. Financial energy also tends to stabilize, with fewer stressful fluctuations and a stronger sense of control or planning. On a personal level, the Ten of Cups is closely tied to emotional renewal. It can feel like a mental or emotional reset, where past tension, disappointment, or confusion begins to loosen its hold. This creates space for optimism to return in a grounded way, not as wishful thinking, but as a quiet trust that things are unfolding as they should. There is also a strong theme of connection and belonging in this card. It highlights the importance of feeling emotionally held by your environment, whether through family, close relationships, or even a supportive community. This sense of belonging plays a key role in emotional healing and long-term contentment. At the same time, the Ten of Cups gently reminds you that emotional harmony is something that needs maintenance. Even when life feels aligned, it still benefits from care, communication, and awareness. Appreciating what is working well helps to strengthen it further. Regarding external energies, some interpretations suggest being mindful of emotional influences around you. If you are sensitive to energy or going through a transitional phase, you may notice that negativity, whether from stress, conflict, or external pressure, can temporarily cloud this sense of peace. This does not mean your foundation is unstable, but rather that emotional clarity can be influenced by your environment. In such moments, people often focus on grounding practices such as spending time in calm spaces, reconnecting with nature, journaling, meditation, or simply reducing exposure to draining situations. These practices are less about blocking anything and more about returning to your own emotional center so that your natural sense of balance can reemerge. The Ten of Cups is a reminder of what emotional wholeness can feel like. Not perfection, but a deep sense of rightness within yourself and your life. It encourages you to recognize stability when it appears, nurture it gently, and trust the process of alignment unfolding across different areas of life. That's your reading. See you in next reading.